Welcome back. All right, so Seattle and Dallas round out round two tonight. There's no hockey tomorrow. There's no hockey on Wednesday. There will be hockey on Thursday. That will be the Eastern Conference final starting. This conference final will start on Friday with Dallas journeying to Vegas, and Vegas will be favorites in that series. And I agree with that. I do. And if Dallas goes out against Vegas, it's not that I'm okay with it. That sounds terrible, but I feel like this has been a success. This season can be measured as a success as Dallas goes all the way to the conference finals, and they do have a chance. So as wide open as things feel, you can make an argument for any of these four teams being able to win the cup. And one thing I'll say for Dallas, this might have been their best full 60-minute game they've played, although they really didn't make it easy. Like, so many games in this round ended up being 5-1, 6-1, and all that, and I wouldn't have minded that honestly tonight. So, anyways, it's Grubauer versus Ottinger. One thing that happened with these playoffs as well, Philip Grubauer has reestablished himself as an excellent starter. I don't see any reason for Seattle to even consider making a big change when it comes to their goaltending in the offseason. So there's a near miss for Wenberg. The early jump was for Seattle in this. Robertson then has a rush chance, that saved. Kraken rush the other way. Hintz has a fast break. That was defended. Things get pushy on a hold by Ottinger. Jake had a huge bounce back from the last game. Nice to see. He wasn't overly busy throughout the game, but he was very good when he was busy. Crossbar and out for Heiskanen. The shots on net are 2-1 for Seattle at 5.5 minutes. So not a lot of shots on the net through that first 5.5 minutes, but two of the first three go to Seattle. Kraken then press at 6.5 minutes. A net feed to Gord gets picked off. Strong checking by both teams early in this game too. Then there's a denial for the Stars, but they draw a power play. So Grubauer with a huge save, but on the play, a penalty is taken in order to prevent a Dallas Stars goal. So they cycle. Heiskanen has a shot that's blocked. There's more cycling. Ben has a tip shot that hits the side of the net. Pavelski fires one wide. Hintz has a shot that's blocked. All shots are getting blocked. Basically, just I stopped writing them down. Power plays killed off. No shots on net. And all of the shots are blocked. In fact, halfway through the period, we already had 9 blocked shots by the Seattle Kraken. So they're doing everything they can to defend. Seattle is under siege for a lot of this, but the shots on net don't really show that because how many blocks were being taken. Cartier has a net feed. That gets blocked on a 3-on-2. Lindell has a shot kicked aside. Ben had a 3-on-2 chance. That was blocked. Dodonov, 3-on-2 chance. That fails to connect. There's a power play for Seattle. That leads to a shorthanded rush by Hintz. Hintz was bound and determined to get Dallas into the next round tonight. Stars clear it out again. They kill it off. No shots. So both teams were 0 for 1 tonight. Neither of them had a shot on net during their power play. Special teams do not factor into this. Donato has a chance that's saved. The Kraken press. Hintz then has a rush chance that's held. Near miss for Beniers. The Stars clear it, but it's scoreless after 1. And if you're Seattle, you'll take that all day long, right? Dallas had a lot of chances that were blocked. They were way ahead in shot attempts, but the score is still 0-0. Second period. Hintz fires one wide on a rush. The Stars press. Kraken then press at 1.5. The Stars, they block and they clear. So Dallas blocking shots as well in this game. Heiskanen has a net feed. That's blocked. Foxa has a shot through a screen. That's held. Robertson fires wide. Sagan tips one wide. The Stars press. The fans get upset about a call they wanted, so the ref you suck chant gets started there. The shots on net are 5-0 Dallas at 5.5 minutes. So Dallas, the much better team. The shots would even up a bit as the play went along in the period, but Stars were the better team to get things going. Things then get pushy on a hold by Ottinger. The Kraken press at 6 minutes. The fans call another one, but nope. And then Alexiak hits a post just before that ref you suck chant can really take off again. Domi has a shot that deflects wide. Seattle clears. The Kraken press at 9.5 minutes. Borgen has a blast that's saved. The Stars failed to clear on the first try. They did clear it on the second. I think it was Ben that cleared it there. Robertson then has a backhander. That was saved. That was a dangerous chance, too. Tanev has a rush chance. That gets saved. The rebound's cleared. Sagan's denied. Grubauer holds on. Ben fires one high from the slot as the Stars are getting some pressure here in the second period. Eberle has a rush chance. That's saved. Then there's a near miss for Schwartz as the Kraken get some pressure of their own. And it really felt like first goal wins already. We're in the second period, but it felt like whoever scores first, that's probably going to be the winner. So Sagan to Marchment, there's a near miss there. Harley's then denied. The rebound's cleared. Hintz was denied. Grubauer the story until Hintz steals one from, I think it was Alexiak that was trying to corral the puck. And it's a breakaway at 15:59 that opens the scoring. Roope Hintz just decides, no, I'll just do it then. I'll do it myself. Steal the puck, go in and score. Teams then exchange rushes on the next shift, and Fox has a net feed that's blocked. But after 2 periods, the score's 1-0 for Dallas. So they have a lead, but a very, very perilous lead. And again, Seattle has shown time and time again during both the regular season and the playoffs, this is a team that can score in bunches. So third period, early press by Seattle. Heiskanen has a shot that's held. Schultz fires one wide. Tolvanen as well. The Stars clear it out. Eberle then has a shot that deflects wide. Both teams blocking shots early in this period. Dallas not in a full trap yet, but they would get there. Ben fires one wide. Seattle clears. Glendening's denied from the slot. I have no idea why he was a healthy scratch in the last game. None. He's good in the face-off circle. He's a good player. I have no clue why he was a healthy scratch last game. But the rebound gets held after his shot was denied. Gord then has a blast that's saved. The Kraken press, but it's brief. Suter then has a chance that's held. The shots on net are 4-1 Dallas at 7.5 minutes. They wouldn't stay at that rate. In fact, they end up even by the end of the third period. But it really attests to just how well Dallas was defending at this point in the game. Schwartz then has a turnover chance that's saved. Bjorkstrand fires one wide on a rush. Dunn has a shot that's tipped wide. Very close there. If that had gone in, who knows, right? So Sagan's denied. Seattle clears. Eberle fires one wide on a 3-on-2. Stars at this point are doing the 1-2-2. So you've got your 1 forechecker, 2 in the middle, and then at the back end. So for anybody who's wondering what the 1-2-2 is, that's what it is. It's the modern day trap. It's not the same as the trap used to be. It used to be just keep all 5 guys back. Anyways, not quite, but close. It felt like it. At any rate, Johnston beats out an icing and he scores. Yep. It was almost as if it was a set play. Johnston scores from Dodonov and Harley at 12:48. And he kind of catches Grubauer being too far back in the net and puts it off his shoulder and into the net. So while Grubauer had a really good series and he played really, really well, there were times during this series where it felt like Dallas might not have been taking the most optimal chance. Johnston does exactly that there and gets his 4th goal of the playoffs. Seattle, though, they look to answer. The Stars getting sticks in the passing lanes to try to block that out. We get a post for Bjorkstrand. The Stars clear. This is right around where I'm kind of a little bit panicked watching this as a Dallas fan. Kraken press with 4 minutes left. Alexiak has a shot that's saved. The goalie pull happens with 2:50 left. Ben clears without an icing, which I thought was key. I like that when a player clears it out, but it doesn't have enough oomph to get across that goal line and cause the icing call. However, they do ice it with 2:16 left, so the Kraken call a timeout. There's an empty net miss by Hintz. Good Stars forecheck follows, but again, when somebody misses the empty net, I have to make note of it because it's only a 2-goal lead. Schwartz is denied in the final seconds, and then on a face-off win, Seattle scores. It is Bjorkstrand from Gord at 19:42. So it's just me basically saying, please, Dallas, please don't. But McCann has a shot that's held with 9.2 seconds left. Stars call a timeout. Whatever they discussed worked because they do hold on. It was a nail-biter. It was one of those white-knuckler wins, but Dallas wins 2-1. They win the series 4-3. There is likely something to the idea that Seattle, this is their 2nd straight 7-game series. They may have ran out of gas on some level in this one tonight. I don't want to take anything away from Dallas, but I also don't want to just disparage Seattle and say, oh, they played terrible. I think there was a little bit of both. Dallas having a really good game plan, and maybe Seattle was a little beat up and a little tired. Look for the injury reports in the coming days out of that Seattle locker room. There's probably going to be a few that were playing hurt. Your 3 stars in this game, Ottinger, Hintz, and Johnston. I have no argument with any of those 3. Shots on net are 9 apiece in the first, 11-6 Dallas in the second, 8 apiece in the third. Final shots 28-23 for Dallas. Both teams go 0 for 1 on the power play. Hits 39-32 for Seattle. Grubauer saves 26 out of 28. He was very good. Ottinger saved 22 out of 23. He was very good when called upon. That's the kind of goaltending they're going to need against Vegas. Next up is Vegas. That starts on Friday. We have lots of time to get ready for that series between now and then. And I still have a team I cheer for in the playoffs. I am mildly surprised that Dallas, but remember, I did take Dallas to win this series. It just, man, coming out of that Game 6, I really had expected more from Seattle. But as I keep saying in these playoffs, it doesn't feel like that rolls over into the next game. We always talk about momentum from game to game, but in this series, that just didn't seem to be a thing. Dallas did win 2 games in a row in this series, but outside of that, it was one-off either way. And Ottinger has an excellent record when he's coming off of a loss. So there you go. Dallas in the next round against Vegas. We'll see how it goes. For Seattle fans, I will say this. What a ride in the second year. And Seattle will be back. With just minor tweaks, Seattle could find themselves at or near the top of the division, depending on what happens in the offseason with the Oilers, with Vegas. Seattle's going to be right there. And, of course, LA is going to be in the mix, too. The Pacific is going to get a lot stronger in the coming years. And in the conference final, though, we do have a Central Division team. Because there was some discussion of, if Seattle knocks out Dallas, then we wouldn't have a Central Division team in the quarterfinal or in the conference finals. But instead, we get Dallas and Vegas, which should be interesting. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.